What's keeping you from getting rich or becoming financially independent? By the end of this video, you will learn 5 of the biggest things holding you back. Stick around to the end of the video for a bonus. Hello everyone, and welcome back to My Crusade, the channel dedicated to sharing everything you need to become financially independent. I'm your host, Sean, the FI Crusader, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 bad habits that are holding you back from financial independence. But before we do, if this is your first time watching my channel, please take a moment to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Now that that's out of the way, let's get right into it. The first thing holding you back from becoming rich is that you don't have or follow a budget. A budget is extremely important to make sure that you know where your money is going every month. If you don't have a budget, then you can't save money because you don't know how you're spending it. So what you want to make sure is that you're budgeting every single dollar that you have coming in from your income, and you know exactly where that money is going. The second thing holding you back is that you don't have a goal in mind or you're not acting on those goals. A goal is only useful if you're taking action to achieve that goal. If you're not acting on that goal, if you're not trying to achieve it, then it's nothing more than a dream or a wish.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Just because you want to have $1 million does not mean that you are going to have $1 million. You can think that you're going to be rich in 30 years, but if you're not doing anything to achieve that goal, then the goal is useless. So first, you have to have a goal in mind. And second, you need to put a plan into action in order to achieve that goal. The third thing holding you back is that you don't have a cooling off period before you buy something. It is extremely easy for you to go into a store, see something that goes into your brain and says, "Ooh, I need to have that," and impulse says buy. What you need is a 72-hour period where you think of something, you write it down. If you still want that item in 72 hours, if you've been thinking about it nonstop for 72 hours, then you could start looking at, is that going to fit into my budget? But until you've actually had that cooling off period, you shouldn't even think about buying big ticket items or even small ticket items. The fourth thing holding you back is that you don't think small amounts matter. A single dollar saved at the age of 20 and invested into, say, an S&P 500 index fund could end up being $85 by the time they turn 65. That is the power of compound interest. So yes, $50 doesn't sound like a lot to you now, but putting $50 away every month and investing it, it can turn into a very healthy retirement nest egg. Just because it sounds like a small amount to you now, keep in mind that there's an opportunity there, that money will grow over time if you invest it properly. The fifth thing that is holding you back is that you don't think it's possible to save with your current income. And I know a lot of people that are like this. They think, I don't make enough money, I'm barely able to make ends meet, there's no way that I can put money away. Well, the truth is that it's not that you can't put money away. It's that you don't prioritize putting money away. I can tell you this from experience that when I was making half of what I'm making right now, I felt the same exact way as I did 6 months ago before I started actually putting a plan into place to get money to retire. When I was 6 months ago looking at my bank account, I saw my paycheck go in, I saw all of the money go out. And the reason for that is that, one, I didn't have my budget, but two, I wasn't prioritizing putting money away. I thought, oh, hey, I've got 30 years before I'm going to ever retire, or 20 years before I ever retire. So it's not a priority to me right now. When I realized I was turning 40 and I looked at what I was spending my money on, I realized that years are just flying by me and I'm not doing anything to actively attempt to make it so that I can retire. And when that wake-up call came, I decided to turn my financial life around. And that's why this channel exists. I looked at where I was spending my money. I really dug into building a budget and cutting down my spending habits and putting money away. And in just 3 months, I went from not having enough money to barely make ends meet to having put $6,000 away for retirement in 3 months. So it's not that you can't. It's that you're not actively spending the time to figure out how. There are ways you can increase your income by doing side gigs like Uber or Lyft, or you sell things on Etsy, or you make stuff in your garage and you sell it on eBay. There are tons of different ways that you can make money now. You can find ways to make additional money if you wanted to. And even more so, you can find ways to save money. Instead of going out to eat, make your food at home. That's it. Just make your dinner at home. You can find meals online that will cost you less than $2 per person for a meal. Now, you can look into ways to save money elsewhere. Like, there are checking accounts that you can open, and on opening those checking accounts, you put in one direct deposit and you get back $150 as a bonus for the setup of the account. You know, if you sign up for a new credit card and you spend $500 on your credit card in the first 3 months, you get $150. That saves you money if you use that wisely. If you go out and you get a credit card and you spend $500 on frivolous crap just to get that $150, then forget it. Forget that I even said anything. But if you have the discipline, if you open up a credit card and you have the discipline to use that just for your grocery bills and you don't use it for anything else, you're going to spend money on groceries anyway. So why not get the sign up bonus for doing that and the cashback rewards for doing that? And so there are ways that you can save money. There are ways that you can make additional money so that you can make it possible that you can save and retire on your current income. Now, if you stuck around to the end of this video, it is time for the bonus. Now, the bonus reason why you are being held back, and the thing that is holding you back, is that you give up too easily. I have been through some crazy stuff in the last 6 months. I've had a $6,000 bill from my city. Take a look here for that video. I've gotten a increased tax bill. I've had a computer meltdown and had to spend $250 fixing that. I've had issue after issue after issue come up in the last 6 months, and it has not stopped me from saving. It is important that you do not give up. You're not going to see results immediately, and you have to bring yourself to the point where you understand and recognize that. Yes, you will see results. You're not going to see them as quickly as you want. You're not going to see your money double overnight. Slow and steady wins the race here. Consistently investing, consistently saving is going to beat random luck. You're not going to win the lottery. So find a way that's consistent and a proven way of building wealth. And in my case, that's investing in index funds. It has been a proven method of increasing your wealth. Over the last 50 years, the S&P 500 has returned on average 7.5% a year. So if you were to invest consistently for the last 50 years, you would have increased your retirement fund by 7.5% a year. And so at that rate, if you were to just put 20% of your income into the S&P 500, in 30 years, you would have over $1 million. This is something that's been said a lot online and in print. Time in the market beats timing the market. You are not going to be able to figure out when the lows are going to be so you can buy at the bottom. You're never going to know when the high is going to be so you can sell at the top. You don't have a crystal ball. You can't know when to buy and when to sell. But if you consistently invest, if the market goes up, great, you're making money. If the market goes down, great, you're buying at a premium. And therefore that money that you've invested at the lower amount is going to make more money. When it recovers, all of the money is going to end up being a positive. Some is going to be more positive than the others. So being consistent about investing is better and smarter than trying to figure out when you're going to put your money in, when you're going to take it out. And if you give up too easily, if you see your bank account drop, or you see your retirement account drop and you suddenly just say, forget it, I'm pulling out, then you're going to lose money, and there's no way that you're going to be rich. So it's very important that you have the fortitude to keep going no matter what. Just keep going. Keep trying to save, keep saving more, find ways that you can cut your expenses, keep cutting those expenses until it, quite frankly, until it hurts. Keep going. Don't give up. And that's all you need. Now, if you like my video, click the like button. And again, if you haven't hit the subscribe, click the notification bell, and that way you'll get notified when I put out my next video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.